Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, I have often said in several of these videos that Nigeria is just one giant criminal enterprise. It really is. There's nothing going on within the Nigerian state other than criminality. There's absolutely not one single thing outside of criminality going on. Guys, I bring you this 797 billion earmarked for Abuja Kano Road is outrageous. It is probably the most expensive road construction on earth. Dino Melaye is the person saying this, and of course you immediately roll your eyes when you hear the name Dino Melaye, and I too think it's a joke figure, Dino, but in this instance he is deadly serious, and I couldn't agree more. Again, the headline: 797 billion earmarked for Abuja Kano Road is outrageous. It is probably the most expensive road construction on earth. A headline attributed to Dino Melaye. So now let's see why Dino is saying this. Former Senator Dino Melaye has blasted the federal government's planned 797 billion earmarked for the reconstruction of Abuja-Kaduna Zaria Road, describing it as the most expensive in the world. Last week, the Federal Executive Council approved 797 billion naira for construction of the road, whilst also approving other projects across the country. Dino Melaye has criticized the projected cost of the road, saying the planned project, which will be built at $6 million per kilometer, demands scrutiny. The road being constructed at 797 billion naira is said to be approximately 375 kilometers in total. This is probably the most expensive road construction on the earth at the average of $6 million per kilometer. Melaye said. According to Melaye, the World Bank puts the cost of construction of 1 kilometer of road at 238 million naira, and that figure is the benchmark that usually shouldn't be surpassed no matter what. So let's just pause there for a moment, because he is exactly right, and you can go check those figures as well. Just go and check it anywhere. The average figure for constructing a 2-lane road with drainage and everything for a kilometer of that is $2 million. That is it, and that is of course approximately 200 and whatever. It's probably even more. I think even at double that. I think it's actually double that now. But the average cost, and that is the highest end, by the way, if you are really going to construct that fantastic road that will last for years and years, it's approximately $2 million dollars per kilometers, no more. But this now that is being constructed by the Buhari regime is approximately $10-20 million. God knows how many $million. So they are inflating all these contracts not just by double fold, but like about tenfold, and they just pretty much write figures to satisfy everybody that needs paying and paying off, and that is pretty much how things are done. He carries on. He said, going down the memory lane, in 2013, the federal government awarded the contract for reconstruction of the 127 kilometers Lagos-Ibadan Expressway at $167 billion, which is $1 billion at the time it was awarded. Interestingly, and also in 2013, a similar contract was awarded for the 1,028 kilometers Lagos-Abidjan Road project, and the Economic Community of West Africa, ECOWAS, estimated this project to cost between 167 billion naira to 240 billion naira. So now let's just pause there and go through those figures, because we say that Nigeria is a criminal enterprise, and this is the criminality going on in open glare now. So let's go through those figures just so we're clear on them. So now the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, which has been under construction now since 1999. Remember, it was Obasanjo that awarded that thing under some PPP, program which broke down, and the person that was awarded the contract is still in court now because that private public partnership is what PPP means. So they awarded it to this company. I forget the name of the company now. And this guy was just dilly-dallying and just using it to milk money. And every time he's interviewed, he'll be telling people how he went to Harvard and all whatnot. If you went to Harvard, but you cannot carry out a simple contract, then perhaps you should return that certificate back to Harvard. But that is by the by. The Lagos-Ibadan Expressway was 127 kilometers, and they awarded that contract for $1 billion at that time. So that's 127 kilometers. So now Lagos to Abidjan, which is I don't know which country, I think it's Ivory Coast or Cameroon or wherever, certainly country road, Lagos to Abidjan road, which is 1,028 kilometers. How much was that awarded for? The same 167 billion naira, $1 billion. So that just tells you everything now. So for the sum that Nigeria is using to build one road, because you get almost, it's 10 times, isn't it? Because this one is 1,028 kilometers that they're spending the exact same that Nigeria is spending on 127 kilometers. So it at least 9-10 times how much that road should cost is what they are expending on it, is what they have budgeted for it. So what is the topography of Nigeria that makes it so complex that everything should cost a million times more than it should everywhere else? So that just shows you the criminality of the Nigerian state right there. And by the way, that ECOWAS contract of 167 billion dollars for 1,028 kilometers of road, there's still corruption in that one as well. That's a padded contract too. So that just then tells you just the just crass looting that is going on within the Nigerian state. But let's just sum it up, because we seem to arrive at this point with every video where we start to get a bit angered by it all. At the projected maximum cost of 240 billion naira, the cost of the ECOWAS road per kilometer will be 234 million naira, whereas the 6-lane expressway contract awarded by the federal government at 167 billion naira will be 1.3 billion naira per kilometer. So just look at the disparity there. The ECOWAS figures is 234 million naira per kilometer, and the Nigerian figures is 1.3 billion naira per kilometers. So now, what is the difference? What difficulty is there in constructing a road? Because we are not talking about the difference between constructing a road in Nigeria and Dubai, or Nigeria and America, or Nigeria and Taiwan, where you can say then the infrastructures there are different, the expertise there are different, the topography of the landscape is different, and the parameters of the award is different. We're talking about like for like. We're talking about West African regions. We're talking about pretty much the same land, because the same land effectively the entirety of the West African space. So what is it then within the Nigerian space that makes the award of a contract that can be awarded in ECOWAS for 234 million naira be awarded in Nigeria at 1.3 billion naira? So this is the corruption, of course, and that has now been scaled up now to the point now that everybody now wants to be a dollar billionaire on every deal, and that then translates into constructing a road for 797 billion naira. Conversations in the comment section. Nigeria is one giant criminal enterprise. There's absolutely no question about that, and anybody that even seeks to disagree is really in need of a medical, even mental input. Really, it needs, anybody that disagrees with that needs psychiatrical help, because that is just beyond refuting. Nigeria is one giant criminal enterprise. There's absolutely no question about that, and it repeats with every narration that we come across. Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section. But before you come into the comment section to engage, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. So now, once you've done all the clickings, it costs 10 times to do things in Nigeria as it does to be done in every other African country, including the ones nearest to us. What says you? So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here, I say, peace.